Good morning, everybody. You're gonna have to excuse me. I look like I just woke up. That's because I did. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning here. I'm at home, so I get to sleep in a little. What we're gonna do today, I want to show you guys something cool. I'm putting it on my trailers. What I'm first gonna do is show you an install video. So I'm gonna actually show how easy this is to install. We're gonna do an unboxing and an install. We'll do this in two-parter. This is not episode 10 because this is just a review. This is a road trip review of a system. Now, I'm not getting paid to do this. They didn't send me anything for free. I have one of these on each trailer. I'm going to show you something cool on my truck here. I want to show it to you before we get started. So Enterprise is working with me to try to determine if this is going to be a good idea or not. So we added something to the truck, and that's going to be important for this review. What we added to the truck here was, let's see if you can see it down here. You see that air chuck right there? Now, I can't really show you underneath there, but it's an auto leveling it's made by Airlift. It's an auto leveling system. So it automatically kicks on and off and levels the truck out. That's important for this review. Now, not the Airlift. I'll review that when I actually use it. I haven't used it yet. So what we're going to review today is this system. It's called AppWeigh. Okay. I want to get into a little bit about it. Basically, it's a Bluetooth sensor that is used to measure how much weight is on your trailer. Now, normally, I think this company has been making them for big rigs. I'm the first hotshot that's used them. Now, what's so cool about this system is it just Bluetooths to your phone and it's cheap. It doesn't seem cheaply made. It's just cheap to buy. I was looking at those scales, the different air weigh scales, and they're substantially more expensive. These are $150 per sensor. And for the cost, I just couldn't go with the scale. Now I'm going to give an install video today. I'm not going to give a real big review because I want to show you guys on the review how it works with the truck. And that's where this is key. So what I'm putting out is that on my other trailers, I only have it on the trailer itself. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that I can only get the weight that's on the back axles back here. It's only going to give me the weight on the back axles. Okay, only these. Not going to give me the weight on the truck or the tongue of the trailer. Now that's very important because, yeah, it's nice, but what I'm finding with rate confirmations is they don't necessarily get the weight right. So they might say 7,000 pounds, right? Well, in that case, I want maybe 5,000 to 6,000, maybe 5,000 over these back axles, and then I know 2,000s over the front. But I've had multiple cases where they say 7,000 on the rate confirmation, and the load only weighs 3,000. So if I'm trying to put 5,000, it doesn't work because I don't know how much then is on the truck. That's why this air system I'm really excited about is the potential to put this AppWeigh system on the truck as well. And then it can calculate the total weight of the truck and the trailer. Again, I'll explain how, and I'll do a review on that on part 2. Part 1 is just going to be an install video. And it's not episode 10. Sorry, not episode 10 yet. Episode 10 will be a legitimate episode. This is just a review. So let's go ahead and show you guys how we'll unbox it, and then I'll install it. All right, folks, we're getting a little bit crazy here. We're going to, like I said, do this AppWeigh system here, an unboxing. We're getting a little crazy. We're actually using a tripod today. So first thing, it comes in this simple little box, and it's really, really a nice setup. So we're going to unbox it here. Thank you for trying AppWeigh. This is our sensors. Okay, it's only one sensor. Right, it's not more than one sensor. It's just the one sensor. These are 2 different size fittings for 2 different lines. Now I already know with this trailer it needs the bigger line, not the smaller line. So okay, this AppWeigh is the sensor. Let's go ahead and open this up. I'll show you here. All right, so we got our 2 T's. We have the T here with the adapter piece for the sensor. Now we know we need the bigger one, so they just loose fit this in, pop that out. We're going to set this aside. Here's the instructions. Go ahead and read the instructions, especially for setting up the AppWeigh system. Again, I'm going to do the install now. I'll show you guys how to set it up later because I'll need to calibrate this sensor. Okay, we'll show you. I'll show you how to calibrate, and then later on when I do the review, I'll explain that. So basically, inside this sensor here is going to be a battery. We're going to unscrew this sensor, the cap here, and we're going to slide this battery out. All right, so what we just did here is we set this thing into calibration. It needs to be unhooked for a while. I think they say 45 seconds. I just leave that sit, and now we'll go to the install. So I'm going to zoom in on where I'm installing it and explain to you why I'm installing it there. All right, so I'm hoping we can still see here. We're going to do the install. Now, the first very important thing is to dump the air out of your air ride system. Very important. You're going to be in a rude awakening if you cut this line without dumping the air. Remove my stool because I got to get down lower here. And so what we're looking at in here, now I've already traced the lines. I know that it's this blue line right here is the line I need to cut. This is very important. You need to find an air line that is downstream from your load leveler, because if it's upstream, it's going to always see the same pressure, and it's not going to work. It relies on the change in pressure. So you have to find a line that is downstream of either your airbags or your load leveler, one or the other, because then it's going to read that pressure from inside those airbags. I know it's these blue lines on these load trail because I've done it and traced it. I know that it's this one. Now, I use this guy. I got this as a present from my grandparents. It's, you know, it's kind of funny. It's, I think, one of those like multi-tool deals. It's kind of goofy looking. It's extremely useful. I use it. I bring it in the truck. It's got blades in it. It's good for cutting. Slide this back. Now it's like a razor. It's got a wire cutter. I can strip wires with it. It's actually it's a pretty handy little tool. I'm not really certain where they got it, but they gave it for us for Christmas one year, and I've been using it quite a bit. So the important thing is this is really sharp, and getting a good, nice cut on this blue, a good square cut on this is very, very important. So we're going to come in here about right there, give it a cut. Boom, nice clean cut. Now sometimes I have to cut a small chunk out of it. We'll see if this, yeah, see, everything's a little tight in here. So what I usually do is I come in and actually cut a small little section out. About that much right there. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to assemble the bigger piece here. These are compression fitting air lines. It's pretty nice. You just take your sensor piece and push it in until it's secure. It's nice and secure. Now, if you want to remove it, you just pull down on this collar and pull it out. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to attach one side to this blue air line here. Like that. I'll come on the other side here. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. And make sure that's secure. Okay. Pull me a little. There we go. Now, I have both of those installed, secured, pushed in, so that, and we're going to test and make sure it's not going to leak in a little bit. But everything's pushed in, secured, and so on and so forth. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the battery back in here. I'm not going to do it for this because I need to calibrate it. Put the battery back in to this deal here. Put the cap back on it. And you're simply going to screw it on the end there. And that's it. It's installed. That's how simple this is to install. Pretty nice, easy system. So that's the AppWeigh system install video. Thank you guys for watching. And I will show you guys how to calibrate it and tie it to your Bluetooth in my review of the AppWeigh system. That review should be coming in the next day or two when I get the truck hooked up as well. So that's it. Tied in. All done. Thank you, guys.